Maximum temperatures during the mid-afternoon, minimum temperature occurs during the dawn, just sunrise. Yes. So children, I think all of you have done D1 and D2 you have completed. D1 is list the main elements that determine the weather of a place. So you have to write temperature, humidity, cloudiness, precipitation, wind and atmospheric pressure. And then you have these points in brief. Next question also you have maximum and minimum temperature. When are the maximum temperature likely to occur during the day? This also you have done. Maximum temperature is likely to occur during mid-afternoon and minimum temperature is likely to occur during the dawn, just before sunrise. Next question is, how can forecast about a clear sky or an approaching storm be made by measuring the atmospheric pressure of a given region? Okay, how can we forecast clear sky or an approaching storm? By measuring the atmospheric pressure of a given place. All of you underline. If the air on a given surface leave this line, right? Falling pressure usually means a storm is approaching. Falling pressure usually means a storm is approaching. Rising pressure usually indicates clear sky. Rising pressure usually indicates clear sky. Falling pressure indicates storm, approaching storm, and rising pressure indicates clear sky. Have you underlined, children? It is given in atmospheric pressure topic. Elements of weather is given. Last point is atmospheric pressure. In the atmospheric pressure, you can get this line. Falling pressure indicates approaching storm, whereas rising pressure indicates a clear sky. Have you underlined, children?
Clear sky. Thank you.
All of you have underlined?
Ma'am, you are muted and your video is off.
Okay, let me check.
Yes, ma'am.
Let
Yes,
me
ma'am.
check. Let me check.
Ma'am, I think there's some network issue.
Okay, children.
हम मैथ्स का फॉलोइंग में ह्यूमिडिटी का क्या होगा?
Okay, I will tell you the answer once again. Fill in the blanks, match the column and tick the correct option.
Water vapor.
I will tell you again. Okay.
Match the following.
Firstly, you see
Match the following humidity होगा water vapor.
children. Now you do D3. Hello.
Morning, ma'am. My name is myself Kumari Apurva.
हाँ बोलो, जल्दी बोलो, क्लास चल रहा है.
मैम आपकी आवाज ही नहीं आ रही है क्लास में.
तो और बच्चे तो नहीं बोल रहे हैं, मैं देखती हूँ. ठीक है. Next question is, how can name the major climatic zones of India? Also mention the name of two states each that fall in these zones. Okay. The major climatic zones of India, all of you underline, are first is alpine zone, next subtropical, third is tropical, and fourth one is arid zone. Okay,
हाँ,
children?
मैंने अभी मैम को फोन किया था, मैम कह रही थी वो चेक करेंगे अपना नेटवर्क।
Children, are you writing? Have you underlined, children? each of behavioral and structural adaptation. What is adaptation? Give one example each of behavioral and structural adaptation. Wait children, some network issue is there. Adaptation is a trait that makes an animal suited to its environment. It can be a behavioral or a structural trait. Moving in a group is behavioral adaptation. It helps to protect the members of the predators. Question is, what is adaptation? There was some network problem. What is adaptation? Yes. Yes. Adaptation is a trait. Okay, okay, okay. Adaptation is a trait that adaptation is a trait that makes an animal suited to its environment. It can be a behavioral or a structural trait. Moving in group is a behavioral adaptation. It helps the members of the group from to be protected from the predators. And behavioral, this is behavioral adaptation. Moving in a group is a behavioral adaptation and it helps the animals to be protected from their predators. And structural adaptation can be seen like the thick fur coat of polar bear is a structural adaptation. You can see other structural adaptations also, like presence of blubber under the skin is again structural adaptation. So these are the structural adaptations. Next question is, children, in penguin also you can see structural adaptation, like there is no air space in the bones which help them to sink in the water, and the body is streamlined and paddle like feet is present in the penguin which help them to swim in water. So these are the structural adaptations. Two types of adaptations you have seen, children: behavioral adaptation like moving in a large group, and structural adaptation like you have seen that presence of thick white fur on the skin of the polar bear and presence of paddle like feet in the penguin. These are the structural adaptations. Next question, children. Mention any 4 adaptations that help polar bear to survive in polar region. Polar bears have thick white fur which protect them from the cold. They are insulating in nature and they have a tough hide and an insulating layer of blubber. Blubber is a type of fat. This excellent insulation keeps a polar bear warm even when air temperature drops to minus 37 degrees Celsius. So polar bears are so well insulated that they tend to get overheated. Next thing you can write, children, that polar bears can close their nostrils while swimming under the water. And the polar bear's front paws propel it through water for swimming. The hind feet and legs are held flat and are used as rudder. Hind feet are used as rudder. Okay children, what is rudder? All of you have seen boat. In the boat rudder is there, जिसको हिंदी में आप पतवार बोलते हैं. वही उसी तरह का स्ट्रक्चर होता है पोलर बियर में. द हाइंड फीट आर एक्टिंग एज रडर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, so you have to write all the adaptations of polar bear. Next is, how is the trunk useful to the elephant? Trunk perform various functions. Versatile trunk acts like a hand for grasping low-growing shrubs and other food materials and placing them into the mouth. The elephant uses the trunk to place the food in their mouth. And the trunk also helps the elephant for breathing, because you know children that the nostrils are present at the trunk tip, which enable the elephant to detect the odor. Nostrils are present at the end of the trunk, which enable the elephant to detect the odor. Odor means smell. And the elephant can take bath with the help of trunk. Okay children, so they use it for various purposes. They use it as an arm for breaking of tree branches. They use it for breathing when the elephant's body is submerged. Elephant also use their trunk to suck water. So all the functions are performed by the trunk. Once again, you can listen children, that the trunk of the elephant performs various functions. Like this trunk acts as an arm. They can break the branches and they can eat it in the mouth with the help of trunk. When they are submerged in water, they can take their bath with trunk. At the end of the trunk, there is nostril, which help the elephant to detect the smell. So, trunk performs various functions. Next is children, you will see, match the following. You had told me to repeat. Once again I repeat, match the following, like humidity, water vapor, then subtropical, hot and wet summer, tropical rainforest. You can write, it is equator, red-eyed frog, sucker pad, monkey, prehensile tail. What is prehensile tail? Means the monkey can grasp the branches with the help of this prehensile tail. So this tail help in grasping the branches. It is called prehensile tail. Thank you children.